Forms in HighLevel are very useful for capturing information or for posting information internally too. If I head over to Sites in the left-hand menu, and then from the top menu here, the sub-menu, I'm going to select Forms and Builder. And I'm going to select Create. Across the HighLevel system, you'll notice that there's a fair amount of consistency in using the drag and drop builder. We add from the left and we format from the right. I can use the drag and drop editor to drag whichever fields I want onto the form, and then I can just click delete if I don't want it. They stay present over here, so it doesn't matter. I can add and remove as much as I want. So creating forms of useful information and creating custom fields on the fly, have a look at the separate foundations course on custom fields, means that you can really customize the experience, whether it's for an internal purpose or for something you want to put on your website. Don't forget to update the consent boxes. This is where you will need to have people opt in or let them know that you're going to be using AI or consent to SMS. You can see here some things in square brackets that are bold. What you'll want to do is make sure that you either replace these with actual name of your business. Custom values are incredibly useful. There's a separate foundations module on this too. The reason they're useful is that when we use them inside of something like a consent form or inside of an email, we only ever have to update it one time in the custom values in order for it to populate across the system instantly. Do check out that module on custom values. So that's how to update the boxes. And you'll see here that whenever I click on something here, I get a little cog, and the cog will open the settings on the right-hand side. If you only need one consent box, you can remove it, and you can add in a maximum of 2 at the time of recording this video. You can set them to required, so people can't complete the form without checking them, or not required. If you remove the T's and C's, the consent boxes from here, you can easily add it back in on the left-hand side. You can scroll down, you can see all the different widgets that you can add in. On the right-hand side is the settings for each of the items. So if I click on this one here, I can change what I want the placeholder to say. So if I don't want it to say youremail.com, I can update that to theemail.com, whatever it is that you want. You can change the direction, you can change what it looks like on a mobile versus a desktop as well. Selecting each of the fields or items, such as the button, will bring up the settings on the right. If I want to change the text on the button, I can change the color of the button. It's all completely customizable. This little icon top right will give us the overall form setting. So if I want it to be 2 columns instead of 1, and I can drag the columns around. You see there, I can move those around in the positions I want, make them different widths. So if I want this one to be full width, and all the colors and fonts for both the field, the input information, the label, which I can also switch on and off, the short label, the placeholder, and custom if you want to go there. There are some themes that you can choose from too, and you can toggle on and off labels as well. To share the form, you can go to Integrate, and you can get the embed code if you want to use it on your website. You can share the link. This link can be updated by either embedding the form inside of a funnel or setting up the branded domain under your settings and company settings. Rename the form at the top always so you know what purpose it serves. Under the settings, you'll see here what happens when somebody submits the form. They can get a message, which you can completely customize here. You can redirect them to a URL, a thank you page, and if you're doing paid ads, you might want to add in a Facebook Pixel ID. The sticky contact is so that if somebody returns to this form that's already been on one of your forms, it will pre-populate with their name and email. You can also create a conversation on submission. That's inside the conversation panel, which you'll also find in contacts, and it's very useful to capture somebody's time zone too. Under submissions, you'll be able to see within any given date range all of the people that have submitted the form. That is also available in the form settings. Here you will see that you'll also be able to see all the submissions of all of the forms across the system, and you'll also be able to select specific forms here. You're able to export these details too if you need to.